Good evening, everyone. How are you? How are you? I see we got Nico in the house. We start at the bottom, baby. We got a member. We got in the house. Bama fan. Thank you for becoming a new member, baby. You know him. He's the world Timmy Queen. Check it out. So we got Dutchy in the house. What's up, baby? America. What's up, America? Lil Dev. Good to see you, baby. Bridget. What's up, Queen? How you doing, Queen? Good to see you, baby. Jody, the Lori, not the Sue. Good to see you, baby. Roll with it. What's up, baby? Look, Dev. I appreciate y'all being here early. Me, good to see you, baby. Robin, good to see you around, baby. I know you lacking on that, baby. Good to see you back. We got Beach Bum. Good to see you, Queen. You're beautiful. Casey K. Happy New Year's, Queen. I seen the text and I had texted you back and forgot to hit the button looking ass. Happy New Year, Queen. Jaded. What's up, Miss Jaded? How you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. Beverly. Hello, Beverly. Good to see you, Queen. Uh, oh, that's your wedding picture. That's beautiful. Your guy is tall. Ooh wee. Lisa, good to see you, baby. Hair curlers and crying, good to see you. Pam, good to see you, baby. Jason, how you doing, sir? Good to see you, sir. A gentleman here. Uh, Old Crows, good to see you. Sad Brenda, good to see you, baby. Millie, good to see you. There's Nico. Two Old Crows. If you're not subscribed to Two Old Crows, go on over there and check them out. Hey, Annabella, what's going on? Sage Slew, what's up, baby? Piper Six Trey, what's up, baby? Lady R 2.0, good to see you. Good to see you back. How you doing, Miss Denise? So this evening, this evening, it started off. First of all, let me do this. Um, as always, I want to introduce you to Summer Wells. If you're not familiar with who she is, this is Summer Wells. Um, she was last seen the afternoon of June 15th, 2021. Um, if you have any information, she's missing from the Rogersville, Kingsport area, Ben Hill, Beach Creek, to be more specific, 110 road. If you have any information about Summer Wells' disappearance, please contact TBI at 1-800 TBI Find. If you prefer to email, you can email your to tips to TBI at tn.gov. All calls and tips you anonymous. Again, the email is tips to TBI at tn.gov. Now, um, I want to thank everyone for joining me this evening. Uh, so tonight um, started off um, started off pretty cool, started off pretty cool. And hey, Tiffany Marie. Um, Speaking of Tiffany, she had a little situation on over on her channel, and she uh, she got to a portion of the conversation where she started speaking about where the neighbor had really given up to kind of went just a little bit too far with the story, and with that, sort of put herself in the mix. You know, um, she really she did is she put herself driving, and I don't remember the exact. Hey, alleged I don't know the exact verbiage, if it was driving too much or if it was driving, um, whatever it was. My issue with the driving and them is that we've all either had our own issues with what these people were driving that day, or um, my issue, and a lot of you have heard my issue. My issue has been, this consistent. I don't know what I was driving. That ill preparedness to commit to what vehicle you were driving that day. Now, any of us reasonably that have found ourselves in any sort of investigation, we understand the dynamics, right? We understand that by the time the police get to that point to come and see you and talk to you like that, they know exactly what you were driving that day. It's no question. If they ask you, Mr. Voldemort, what were you driving that day? You can say you don't know if you want to, or even if you don't even legitimately remember. The issue is that as soon as you say you don't know what you were driving, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you exactly what you were driving. Okay? Now, 9 months, fast forward, 9 months, 14 months, 15 months. And you're asking this gentleman, sir, what were you driving on the day of the 15th? And he's still going to tell you, I don't know. Now, that ill preparedness to commit to what you were driving that day, it does in itself, it is self-serving in itself, right? Like, yeah, if you've ever had a problem with the police, like we know they have, man, anytime the police come around, man, you don't remember nothing, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, all of that part, right? So the issue there seems to be the weak link, right? One of the weak links is what vehicle was where. Now, we've heard her say she was in the Kia Soul that day. I've laid out how that particular vehicle could be in two places at one time, seemingly, which would put the other vehicles seemingly into play, potentially, right? But we know the Kia Soul, right? So, now I want to flash forward. So what happened was I came on to Miss Tiffany Marie's. I came on to her discussion, and I spoke on the 532. I spoke on the dynamic of the truck and not knowing. Also, this really tricky thing, the SD card. Right now, the SD card, it poses many problems in terms of its very existence. Right? Which one was it? How was it moved? In what way was it duplicated? Because through the verbiage, we know that she duplicated it. We know that she still has some version brand of the footage from that day. We hear it when we moved forward to so allegedly, the day that the Sioux had to go to court, allegedly her dwelling was entered illegally. Now, that came right on time, didn't it? It came right on time. The psychology for me is that if she had a bad day at court, she could whitewash it. I still whitewash it. She could whitewash it with, oh, my trailer was broken into, but you've got to put something of value in the way in order to be broke into, right? So now, let me explain it to you, because a lot of people just ain't seeming to really understand it, right? So you got two soda cans. One soda can, this soda can, the police got it. It's safe. The other soda can is exactly a duplicate. It's a duplicate of that other of this other soda can. This one right here. So we get ready, right? When we get ready, before the police even get there and you get this thing ready, you got to pull this card or a series of cards out of the devices, right? With the verbiage and what we know we have going on, you've got to make a duplicate of the card to pass off to the police, leaving behind the original. Jody has the original. What the police have is a duplicate. Now, my contention is that the duplicate that the police have doesn't have everything. And I'll explain to you why. Now, if both of these are just the same, and I give one to the police and I have one, you can break into my trailer and take this one, but this one's still safe. This one is still safe. So really what you got is fucking nothing. In order for it to not affect you, you got to get this one that the police have. Right? Because if you just take this one away and they're the same, I know this is elementary, but for a lot of people, it got to be like this. You got to be able to get this one from the police in order to not affect the criminal phase, the criminal justice phase, right? So this one, the original, the only way this is valuable in the logic, the only way this is valuable is that if this one is different than this one, has to be different, has to be more with this original than that one that the police have. That's what gives this value. That's what makes this worth allegedly illegally entering after. Now, why would someone want the extras? Well, because the extras didn't go with the police. They stayed with the Sioux. Now, the Sioux, who's the only person that can know? Who is the only person that can know that there's extras here that aren't with this one? Well, for fuck's sake, that's a pretty tiny circle. Maybe so tight. Just the people who own the devices that the shit came from know. Okay, we'll give them that real estate, right? Now, we know Sue got a big mouth. We know Andy, he got a big mouth. So maybe they didn't told other people. But probably not, because this is the thing. It would have to be Don, Candace, Fred, Andy, Booger, Don, Blue Roof Don, right? It would have to be somebody, Mary Sexton, I don't know, whoever you want to put right there close to the locale that could be on that camera that would want, or rather need, to possess the original. Not that watered down shit the police got on everything. Not that watered down shit the police got. Oh no, the original. The shit that makes it worthwhile for somebody to break in after. Now, we all remember when she said she had got broke into the day. Now, we call him Booger over here. Um, Real shit. We call him Booger. Well, I don't play that shit. Uh, no disrespect to you, Miss Roxanne, at all, but I call him Booger over here. So you gotta quantify it, right? So you got the lady. She said she told us that the camper pump, it got broke into the day she went to court, Jack. That's one. And then she came around again and said the bitch got broke into a subsequent time. Now, good Texas math, that makes two. I'm guessing good Tennessee volunteer math is the same shit. It's two. You've only ever talked about two instances of your camper being broke into. Now, the issue with what happened tonight that she has since removed, which I'm guessing after I say she removed it, that bitch gonna throw a little spick and span on it and then try to clean it up and bring it back to the web so people can see it again, right? Because she hates being called out for dirty deleting. I mean, who the fuck dirty deletes anyways? If you're a creator, I get it. I have dirty deleted. I'm not no fucking suspect of nothing. Not even the shit that you're about to hear here in a minute. Can you imagine a suspect coming to the internet and attacking people she thinks are targeting, harassing, and terrorizing, etc.? That would be like, I explained it. That would be like Ted Bundy and them coming to the internet and attacking people who are saying, "Hey, bro, you're a fucking suspect. Police call you." Okay, I'm not so subhuman at all or inhuman that I don't understand the dynamic that when somebody says they'll bully a bully, that makes you a bully and a clout chaser, right? Makes you actually more negative things than just the bully itself. Like the person who likes to expose the tragedy pimp. Well, if you spin in some sort of pay portal, like, yeah, you bullying a tragedy pimp and you're a clout chaser. Like, there's some more of that math, right? Before you get to be a tragedy pimp. And then all of a sudden, if you're one of the ones, this is, oh, yeah, I'll exploit a tragedy pimp. And your other things, you just a conglomeration of shit other than what the original tragedy pimp said. Now, what's interesting is this. All this talk, I'm calling the police, I'm calling the TBI, I'm calling the fucking feds. These people ain't calling nobody. Okay. Now, when people say on the internet they're calling the police, you got two kinds of people. You got your Nicolina 777s who actually do waste the police time for no good reason. And then you got the people like Jody Stool who say they call the police but never do. When you see they call the police, it's an 8-minute call. Shit, I can't even get my whole legal government name out the way in 8 minutes. Bitch, you ain't tell them shit. But you cannot, I repeat, you cannot go around making fantastical claims about who broke into your borrowed camper and then come to the internet and say the sort of things I'm getting ready to show people you said, and then you took the shit down. That's so like you.
Why would you want to ruin a holiday to go to Tennessee to break into her shitty trailer?
Right. Why would I? Guess what, baby? What would be the payoff for me to get involved with your dumbass ex-husband? You say broke into your camper. What would be the point of that? I mean, what would be the point of that? Now, the real issue in lies is this. You can fuck around and call that shit you got, that extra. You can call that shit evidence if you want. If it's evidence, it's because you got extra. Otherwise, it's just a fucking duplicate. But check this out. Check this out. What I want you to be very aware of, Jody, is that if your little camper situation was ever fucking legitimate, I mean, we know it wasn't legitimate. But I mean, if you actually ever tried to lie to anybody else in that bullshit ass trailer, other than the people that live in it and try to breathe in it, this fucks it all up right here.
You know what she's really mad about, I think?
What do you think she's really mad about?
I think she's mad that she couldn't manage her own life successfully, and she screwed up, and she lost the best gig she had today.
Man, the best thing she had running is, thank you, Tiffany, it's a lie. Extra, etc., etc., etc. Nico, you are exactly right, baby. No one broke into that camper. She made that up.
She makes everything up.
She makes everything up.
Because she made bad decisions, and she wants to make everybody feel she's a victim, and she's not.
Yep. Now, suspect will do after hearing Mama Keys is she will try to victimize Mama Keys.
I don't really care.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying that's what suspect that's what this suspect is gonna do. Check this out, people. I can't see the chat. Check it out. Oops. Here we go, baby.
That would be part of the whole thing. So
how do these people make their chat believe this shit, y'all?
How do these people make their chat believe this shit, y'all? Well, I'll tell you one way, like the fucking critical certification for that, Jody, is that ain't none of us suspects in nada, babe. Nothing. Nathan. Zero. Zip. You can do all these fake Fed calls all you want. It means nothing. We know we've been doing this a long time. We know what they say when people like you call. They say, sorry to hear that, Miss Brown. You just going to have to turn the YouTube off. Yeah. That's what they tell you. They haven't never told you they're starting up no investigation because people use the tools provided by Amazon.com and somebody removed your daughter's grift wish, your grift list. Yeah. What do you mean? The real crime is that you couldn't pay for your own daughter's Christmas. Not that somebody else took the shit out of it. Jody, nobody shoplift from Amazon things that you had reserved for yourself but didn't have the money to pay for. Let's be very clear about this. Is it abrasive? I suppose if you didn't have money to buy your own shit, it would be problematic. It would be a problem. The issue is the only people that's going to buy shit for that fucking list are the people that privately, nobody wants to outwardly admit that they bought shit off your daughter's grift list. Nobody has, nobody will. And so for you to even make the fucking thing public, baby, suggests that you just want to smear it in people's face because ain't nobody buying the shit. So what you did really is hung yourself. You think you could go proverbially park the car in the parking lot and somebody is not going to key the bitch. Yes, proverbially somebody probably will key your vehicle. You're just that type of personality. Moving forward.
Further, when she talks about someone breaking into her camper twice, cover this on my channel.
Now,
That would be part of the whole thing. So
how do these people make their chat believe this shit, y'all?
Further.
Meanwhile, the bitch is liquored up. She got to get liquored up to do her business here. Real talk. We all know the verbiage of the stool. This is slurry, scotchy, tequila-y type verbiage. She got to get liquored up to come here as a suspect and do her business. You can say whatever you want about anybody else. They smoke this and they sip that and they do this and they do that. Nobody's no suspect, babe. You as a suspect got to get liquored up to come here and do your business. Duly noted.
When she talks about in her campers, cover this on my channel.
Now, I just covered this shit because this dense astronaut is now the new acronym for dumbass. This new dense astronaut has only ever spoke publicly about her trailer being broken into, allegedly twice. I don't think the motherfucker's ever been broke into at all. Period. I believe she may even is probably a higher probability that this one here gets high or drunk and misplaces things by virtue of chemical enhancement. Straight up. I don't believe there's no camera footage. I don't believe there's no breaking and entry. Period. And this is why. Because as a suspect in a major crime after 564 days, after 564 fucking days, nobody's believing this shit. No. Come here and switch up the narrative, stool, because you don't like some shit that triggered you because you're on here running your fucking mouth every day. Right? We don't care story anymore. We don't give a shit about the 5:30 to 6:00. Nobody gives a flying fuck anymore. At all. Your flamboyancy is lowly regarded. Lowly regarded. Nobody gives a fuck anymore, Jody. You're just what we look at when we want to reassure ourselves that our lives aren't actually that bad. That's what the fuck you are. You are an ant pile in the front yard that I refuse to completely eradicate. I just let you build it up so I can come by, step on it, and watch you scurry around afterward. That's it. That's what I forgot.
Just give an exact number of how many times?
2. It is the one that comes before 3 and the one directly after 1. Yes. 2. Fuck you. And it ain't what you know, baby. It's what the police is going to prove, right? If I got something to do, or Tiffany Marie has something to do with your broke-ass camper when they come in with the warrant. And you mean to tell me that they figured all this out and they told your broke suspect ass? You are really on one, Stu. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but I think you settling in out of suspectum straight into first class detective, bitch. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I know who you're not. And that's anyone reputable. For fuck's sake. Gotta come here liquored up to do your business, and you won't even talk about the child. You won't even talk about her fucking stats. You won't fucking talk about nothing having to do with this child unless it benefits you.
The camper has been broken into.
No.
Guess what? You just storing shit in there like a Foot Locker when you're in 7th grade. Yeah, that ain't even your camper. So you gonna be real hard pressed. Don't you only got ownership of that motherfucker by virtue of being a fucking bum. Destitute. Other than that, but you can't even press charges on that fucking on that trailer pump. Even if you wanted to, you cannot. For a lot of reasons. Because A, it's not yours, and B, it wasn't shit stolen. And nobody broke into the motherfucker. Who's gonna steal shit out of a fucking gym locker? But you ain't got shit in there but dirty panties and nasty socks. Fuck you talking about?
One is ever to be,
dear.
Why would he do that? The footage.
Because I'm just regurgitating the shit you vomited on the fuck, you dumbass. What do you mean? I mean, first of all, we find the first breaking and entering highly fucking irregular already. And you mean to tell me your vigilant ass is so fucking vigilant that every time you turn your back, baby, the bitch gets broke into? How many times have you been broken into? How fucking vigilant aren't you? Are you kidding? Retire the shit, baby. Retire. Yeah. You just can't warm up chicken more than twice. After that, man, you really risk, dysentery or the kind of shit Molly Golightly probably suffers every day. Holy fuck. I mean, this is unreal. I mean, is there like a special handshake you gotta have to get into this fucking club? I don't know. I think one of the qualifications before is that you had to have bumped your fucking head hard in a bitch at some time before June 15th. I digress.
From Jody that the police.
The same reason Fizzle knew what the person.
Fizzle don't know shit. Fizzle knows less than me about the motherfucker. Quit that. And you sound stupid reappointing all of these fake fucking felonies on people that ain't doing shit to you. But let me tell you what, baby. You're going to be salty as fuck. You're going to be super salty when you're going to be super salty here. What I come back with when I sit down with Fred Hill, baby. Hey, you're going to be fired up. You are going to be hot. I swear. Holy shit.
Who broke in was named Becca. Is that?
Have to take it.
Yeah. No. Just because you said Fizzle did that, let me retract that, Jody. Just because you're paranoid, Jody, doesn't mean the police aren't after you. Let me say that again, Jody. Because you're paranoid does not mean the police aren't after you. Yes, state law. No. I'm guessing even if that trailer got broke into 63 more fucking times, it's not 65 breaking and enterings in that trailer is not enough to erase your suspectum, your suspectory. Right? It's not. Look here. I bet you, even if you had too much of whatever the fuck makes you slur like that and you get into that burk stare and you have yourself an accident, look, you could go to the hospital or the grave. And I'm guessing you probably still going to be a suspect either way. Right? Oh, yeah. Either way. Just because you do bad shit to yourself, no. They don't feel sorry enough for you like that.
From the police in order to be effective.
Oh, gosh. The same reason Monster is.
Yeah, Jody. If you can really see shapes when you hear shit, you would have stopped this inaudible fucking nightmare a long time before now. Oh, yeah. See, the thing is you got so triggered, you pinned it up and the bitch hung there. Oh, yeah. And then you said this shit. And this shit right here, say, baby, why don't you tell me the number I need to call to talk to the agent covering this case? Don't make me call and find out. Because I'll put your shit all over the fucking internet. And you don't want that. You don't even want what I have to give you now. Certainly don't want what's extra. Yeah. You tell me who I need to talk to, Miss Ernie Shell. Tell me who I need to talk to in order to tell my side of the story. Or is this going to be another one of them imaginary things where no cop ever reaches out wanting to hear my side? Oh, shit.
Recorded saying he knows that Slithers and Scott H. on him set up break.
Man, look here. I don't know shit about H, except for he's a hoe. The other portion that you're trying to talk about with Tiffany, it's not even a thing, right? That's the thing that you done brought into this that isn't a thing. That's 2 lies in 42 seconds. I'm not trying to say that's any kind of fucking record for you, but I bet it's pretty fucking close.
Break-ins?
It's probably more likely.
I mean, seriously, Fizzle really did insinuate Becca was the one that broke in.
No, she certainly did the fuck not. And I'm guessing you slurred together this fucking haphazard string of bullshit landmines that only on you. That's why this hoe is unavailable. Yeah. Jody, I'm going to call the police tomorrow. I'm going to call the police and straighten this whole fucking thing out. You watch. I'm either going to find out, A, that no one has ever reported a break-in and entering, or B, they ain't going to want to talk about your breaking and entering. I guarantee it.
Here and got shit, and they knew about it.
That probably didn't get past.
And he just gave an exact number of break-ins.
No, dum-dum. You gave us the exact number of break-ins. And let me tell you what. I didn't know it was the exact number until you just told us it was the exact number. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and Jason. Still waters run deep. That's the moral of this one here. Still waters run deep. So if 2 is the exact number, and she just verified that 2 is the exact number, well then hell, she told us about both of them exactly. Oh, Jesus, Jody. You need to lay off the sauce, son. You know what, Jody, you know what would probably make you look better? Is that if you were seeking some sort of a chemical dependency treatment and you was a electively having an AA sheet signed. Because, yeah, for the police to watch your addiction progress at this point is problematic, and it makes you look very suspect, right? Because right now, if you had nothing to do with it, well, your addiction really shouldn't even be non-existent, but we know you have one. Your addiction seems to be progressing. And you've become almost little catatonic, big schizophrenic. That's just what this shit is. Little catatonic, big schizophrenic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that the people that she's made schizophrenic for talking about 4:30 p.m. on June 15, 2021 are actually the fucking geniuses. And that anyone that calls someone schizophrenic for talking about 4:30 on June 15th, 2021 is actually the schizophrenic. Moving forward.
Exact number of break-ins.
Now, that would be useful
Holy
to someone
shit.
who doesn't want.
You know what? If this was a different time, I probably would unleash the R word on you. And I don't mean grape. I mean the one that's a little bit slower than the rest of everybody. Yeah, I probably would unleash the fucking hounds on you. But we live time and error now. You just can't. It's just not acceptable. Okay? And I get it, right? I get it. But This one here either stayed in the oven too long or didn't get to the air quick enough, right? It's like one of those beautiful regal dogs. I have one. My male dog, Colt. That son of a bitch. Regal. It's like he gets older and older and older, and he just genetically is just superior. He gets older and older and older, and he looks younger and younger and younger. Let me tell you what, he's stupid. I'm for sure he did not get to the air quick enough. I don't know. It seemed like maybe he was about 30 seconds late to class, right? Should have came out, got to the air a little quicker, and then he'd be able to, I don't know, catch. This one here is a golden retriever. Oh, yeah. I apologize.
You just gave.
You hear that, Jody? I apologize. Bitch, I don't think in all of 16 months I've ever heard you say you're for anything. I mean, nothing. Never heard it.
Exact number break-ins.
Now, that would be to someone
Shit.
who doesn't want it to be
Holy
seen by the
shit.
police, especially
boy.
when you know.
Oh, boy. She's like, wow, these people are paying attention. With all the injuries. Listen, the only thing she has is to her ego, Stone. Really. The lack of oxygen in the trailer is making her more and more delusional. I'm trying to tell you, right? Prolonged exposure to no air certainly has its limitations. Certainly has its limitations. Part. Take it in with you. Sorry, we had a rock'em sock'em situation. Grab the rock'em sock'em. I'll be in. You need to practice up because you can't even whip me anyways. No, you can't. You can't whip me.
Yes, I can.
You can't whip me.
Yes, I can.
Ah, no, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay, you can. You whip me all the time. I get emotional. Shit. So, I don't know. Like, you can't even talk me. Like, you lost me after watching you smoke 20 cigarettes in a row in that fucking camper all them months ago. Like, I knew you wasn't about them chillings. I knew you didn't care about your own kids when I saw you smoke. Like, now, maybe sometime I'll walk through that. If I want to go to the back and I got a cigarette lit, I've been known to walk through. I don't puff on it. And I haven't done it 20 times in a row. Anyways, that's really all I have. Stretchy Jelly Bean, that's it. That's really all I have for this evening. I just wanted to make mention publicly, Stool, that you've put quite a few people now responsible for breaking into your mama or whoever's trailer that is. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to call the police with my statement. You done made all of us a part of it. I guarantee you if I'm a part of it, they'll want to talk to me. Who-ah? They'll want to talk. I assure you. If I call there and I got to spend 30 minutes, which is 22 minutes longer than they talk to you when you try to report some shit, it's because they cannot find what my statement even goes to. So, tomorrow's going to be a full day. I assure you. Jody, I actually intend on calling the police. None of this bullshit you do. Anyways, with that being said, I sure appreciate the new member. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Lila. Good to see you, baby. I sure appreciate all of you stopping by to listen to the rhetoric. On the phone with them too, Jody. That part. Because she discounts the fact that, hey, if I was involved, why would I call the police myself? I'll call on live, in fact. I will call on live. I'm not going to hide none of that. Or I'll record it. One of the two. But, no. people that are involved, shoestring, with fucking with that camper, definitely wouldn't call the police and say, hey, I'm the one Jody Sue says broke in. I want to get my statement. I shouldn't have no problem. They should say, oh, are you Mr. Lindsay? Yeah, you got me pegged right. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I won't have no problem. Anyways, with that being said, 532, Jody. And I don't mean as well as or in addition to. Jody Stool. Let me show these great, beautiful people. Y'all can turn your phone sideways, horizontally, and use the zoom option there. She said at 5:32, Sage Sleuth's video, October 9th, 2022, Jody Sue told Ernie Smells that at 5:32, vehicles started moving on the wells. She didn't say vehicles. She said cars. 5:32, cars started going up and down. Let me tell you what. In all my time of knowing the wells since their daughter went missing and me being there in Tennessee, I ain't never seen a fucking car one go up that hill. So that in itself, you know she's lying. Hoo-ah. But right here, Payow. She said at 5:32, you got a 31-minute, which is actually it's a 30-minute when you move to 5:32. So you got a 30-minute, exactly a 30-minute window. Oh, Jody and Andy out there say you have some explaining to do, because not only that, you come on back here, 2:14 to almost 5 o'clock. There was one answer at 3:45. It's a lot of time to do a lot of shh. It's a lot of time. Somewhere in one of these blocks, Summer Wells went missing. And in one of these other blocks, the cameras got played with. I assure you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. The court rests.